Today on the channel from the Heels and Faces toy line, we got two sharp-dressed men in Todd Pettengill and Smart Mark Sterling.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Zombie Sailor Toys, Heels and Faces, unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got two guys in suits with Todd Pettingill and Smart Mark Sterling. But for all your Zombie Sailor toy needs, hit up Zombie Sailor. But for all your other wrestling figure needs, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on this very YouTube channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And we're going to start off with good friend of the channel, Mark Sterling. Oh, Mark Sterling, guy with a heart of gold. And we could say he's a good friend of the channel. Even if he gets me confused and says, what's that guy's name? It's David C. Anderson's long hair friend. I always love it. It always pops me. I always laugh about it. He thought I was really offended, I think, a little bit. I'm not. I don't get offended hardly at all on anything ever. So it was pretty funny when he did say that. It's kind of been a joke ever since. So I'm here for a good joke, you know me. But Mark Sterling looking real good here in the Zombie Sailor toy line. A long time coming. We can finally have him with Matt and Brian, completing, of course, the Major Pod crew. Or you can have him refereeing. How about managing? Yeah, managing makes more sense. Have him managing out there. But wait, there's more when it comes to Zombie Sailor toys, Mark Sterling. This is one of 1,200. This is one of 500. So we got two versions here, of course. An easy repaint going down. I wish the suits would have been dramatically different between the two. They're both blue suits, but is what it is right here. I am still on the fence on this one. I'm 90% sure I'm going to open this one up. Just not going to open it up today. I am hoping I can land that WrestleMania weekend exclusive Zombie Sailor Toys Slick figure. I'm hoping there's maybe extras after WrestleMania, and maybe I'll unbox that Slick and this one together. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we won't. We'll see what happens. But there are two Mark Sterling figures. The one we're talking about today is the one of 1,200. So Mark Sterling looking only like Mark Sterling could look if he was on a Zombie Sailor Toys card packaging. How about that? There he is right there. Giving the old point like that. Like a young KP. Giving the point of doom there. Pick up the t-shirt, Pro Wrestling Tees, search Kyle Peterson. Ron Rudat in the corner up there. Zombie Sailor Toys, Heels and Faces. Got the figure, got the autograph. And then it does say one of 200. Major Wrestling Figure Podcast logo at the bottom as well. Looking good. On the back, a lot going on. These backs are very full, that's for sure. You do get the file card. We're here for that. A Zombie Sailor point. Can't wait to figure out what happens with those one day. Hopefully it goes somewhere, unlike the Hasbro points that really didn't go anywhere. You get the UPC, got the cross-sell, got a little bit of the Ron Rudat artwork and a little explanation of that like we see in a lot of these figures, of course. But it is interesting, no doubt about it. It does say Smart Mark Sterling, height 5'11", weight 199.3333 pounds, from Boston, Massachusetts. Beautiful this time of year. The most famous professional wrestling lawyer. The lawyer that fights for you. Yes, and I'm going to put him on retainer. I'm making that call after this. He's also undefeated in the court of law. So good for Mark Sterling right there. Now we do got the big cross-sell back here. Some stuff, a little peek under the tent, what's coming. We see the Macho Man Randy Savage, Bloody Ric Flair. We're seeing those currently as I'm filming this WrestleMania weekend. They're on display. Andre the Giant, Blackstrap, One Man Gang. Already unboxed those on the channels. Check that one out. The next wave should be shipping here very, very soon. It is Hercules, Paul Roma, of course, the old Power and Glory, Slick, their manager, and then Jack Tunney. Jack Tunney right there. Somebody call the president. So we got those around the corner. Smart Mark we already have right here. Mike Booger Shaw, we unboxed on the channel already. Todd Pettengill, going to unbox that here. Johnny Gargano, that's the crazy one. I think that pre-order went up a year and a half ago about at this time. I don't know what the holdup is with that one there. Nick Gage, Matt Cardona 2-pack, hopefully around the corner very soon. And one you guys know I'm excited for, the Road Warriors Hawk and Animal. Oh my gosh, give me those. Give me those tomorrow, or yesterday more like it. Here for that all day long. But let's get old Mark Sterling out of the package here. We're going to find out truly once and for all what all the fuss is about with Mark Sterling. Is there fuss? You guys tell me. Is there fuss with Mark Sterling? Mark, is there fuss? You guys let me know right there. There it is. Bam! See you later. Goodbye. I do save my cards here because I might need this point one day. Who knows? See you later. Goodbye. And we got Mark Sterling out of the package right here. Very cool. Very interesting looking here. We're going to start at the head sculpt. I think if you handed me this, I would think it is Mark Sterling. Gray hair on the top. It might be a little overly gray. I don't know if Mark could chime in on that one there, but it is looking nice. He's got a haircut you could truly set your watch to, and you got to have that. If you're a lawyer, you can't have this long hippie hair. If you're a lawyer, it just doesn't work that way. But if you're a lawyer, short hair like this, a little distinguished with that gray, looking pretty good. Got the beard going on, the bright blue eyes. Looking good. Looks like Mark Sterling in retro form, if you ask me. Outside of that, you get the old blue suit going on, the white undershirt or the white dress shirt, red tie, brown shoes. Basically just a guy in a suit, really, though, at the end of the day as well. And then, of course, head side to side, no up and down. Arm up and down. You do get the side to side. Oh, my gosh, I didn't expect that. I thought this arm was permanently stuck like this. You can have a bend at the elbow. I like that. So he can say, I'm calling you out, brother. I'm calling you out. He can do that if he wants to. So I do like that. A little side to side, up and down at the elbow, single jointed, looking nice. Hand back and forth, side to side. Hand removable if you want it to be. And he does got the one finger. So he can point. He's number one. He can point to you. He can point to his brain. Say, I'm smarter than you. A lot of options with this Mark Sterling in that finger point of doom. And then if things get really messy, he does got the fist of fury. He can throw a fist if he needs to. No lapel pen on Mark Sterling. He's always wearing those lapel pens. He doesn't have one on in this figure here. You do get waist articulation, but that is it as far as articulation does go. He does got a hole on his foot. What's it say down here? Heels and faces, of course, on the bottom. Will he fit on a ringside collectible Mattel stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. What do you know? Fits on a stand perfectly there. So if you need a little extra support for your Mark Sterling, you can put him on a stand right there. And of course, I did mention the other major pod guys. We got them, of course, from Zombie in the past. Now we're really building out that major wrestling figure podcast group. Unfortunately, Hornswoggle, he is not a part of this here from Zombie Sailor, at least as of right now. But that's kind of the core infancies of the major pod days. These three, and Hornswoggle was around for a lot. But it is what it is. But I do like to see these guys together. I am happy I got this Mark Sterling figure. To each their own. If you need the 1 of 500, I get some people saying, I don't need two, maybe guys in suits. I get it. I understand it. And I'm still undecided. Am I going to unbox that on the channel or not? Probably will, and I'll probably wait for that slick WrestleMania figure if I can track that down. So hopefully I can find that after WrestleMania weekend. We'll see what happens. But Mark Sterling looking pretty good. Now we move our attention over to Todd Pettingill in the Purple Card series, apparently. Todd Pettengill, always annoying for little Kyle as well. I know some people love him, and of course one of those things, he's pretty consistent. He's around for a long time. He grows on you, but he was never going to be like a Jesse Ventura, Gorilla Monsoon, Vince McMahon, Bobby Heenan, Lord Alfred Hayes. He was never in that group for me, but he was around. He was definitely around, and when I think of him, I always think of In Your House as well. But very interesting, another guy in suit right here, Todd Pettengill, looking only like Todd Pettingill could look. Almost looks like he's doing like a stage show. Is he doing a little stand-up comedy? Who knows? Heels and faces going on right there. Figure itself, of course. 1 of 1,500. So I get not making as many of these because, once again, it's a guy in a suit. This isn't going to sell the same as a Ric Flair. Let's just be honest. So it's probably good to keep it around 1,500 on this one. On the back, same cross-sell we saw earlier. We do get the file card, UPCs, the point, all that kind of usual stuff there. Let's see what it says about our old friend, Todd Pettingill. Height, 6 feet tall. He's got an inch on you, Mark. Hopefully that's the only place he's got that inch. Weight, 185 pounds. From Hagaman, New York. How's that? Is that beautiful this time of year? Anybody ever been to Hagaman? I've never even heard of it. From host to interviewer to commentator, Todd Pettingill excels at any job that comes his way. The Toddster has all the inside scoops and strategy tips one could ask for. Todd is at a radio show on WPLJ FM radio for nearly 30 years. How about that? Todd on the airwaves there, like a young KP right here on the airwaves back in the day. Playing all your hits in the late 90s is what I was doing. But now, what are we going to do? Can we get Todd out without destroying the card? That's always the key. I don't want to destroy it. I don't want to destroy it, but it's headed that way. Sometimes you just got to pull it like a Band-Aid. Can I do it without just totally... There we go. Close enough to be dangerous. Would have liked a little cleaner pull. Not the case here. Bam! See you later. Goodbye. Bam! See you later. Goodbye. And now we got the old Toddster. He likes to be called it, the Toddster, out of the package right here. So Todd looking interesting. So first off, Todd Pettingill in the head. Got that earring going on. Man, I'm glad I never got an earring. Just not for me. Just not for me. I almost got my eyebrow pierced one time, and that's a long story. I've told it before on the channel. Didn't do it, though, thankfully. But it looks like Todd Pettingill to me. You got even that shine, that zombie shine on the figure here. Haircut, once again, you can set your watch to. But it looks like Todd Pettingill all day long. I know who that is. Somebody handed me that head. Got the tuxedo going on, the old cummerbund. Got the buttons there, the red bow tie. Looking pretty good. He even got a ring on his hand, on his right hand there. He's got that going on. We do have a microphone. All microphone. It is removable. Always love a removable accessory. Your standard microphone going on right there. Looking good. And then he's got the black pants on, the black shoes, just basically a guy in a suit. Now, he does got an open hand over here, got a gripping hand over here, and he's got the same articulation on the arm that we saw with Mark Sterling. Very cool there, side to side, up and down, talk into that mic, do whatever. Tell everybody it's in your house at the end of the day is what he could do. Waist articulation as well. So very similar but different to Mark Sterling is what we got with Todd Pettingill right here. I'm not going to run through the rest of the articulation because there isn't anymore, so I'm not going to run through that. But it is what it is. Is it as iconic as Ric Flair, the Macho Man, or the Road Warriors? Obviously not, but it is a commentator for a whole generation, fondly remembered. I do think there is a market for this, and I think Zombie did a good job saying, hey, we're only going to make 1,500 of these. We're not going to go absolutely wild. Probably a smart decision if you ask me right there. So Todd Pettingill coming in extra hot. Does he fit on a ringside stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save 10% at Mattel. Ringside stands, of course. There it is. We got two guys in suits ready to go to the courtroom, the announcers, the radio DJ, or maybe a wrestling show. You never know what they might be up to here with Smart Mark Sterling and Todd Pettingill. But what are your thoughts on these two? Pickups, passes, long games, dreaded no games? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day, and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Early access to both YouTube channel videos, all the glamour shots from all the videos ahead of time. Of course, you also get a monthly Q&A, a monthly giveaway, dog stuff, pizza reviews. It's all over there in the old Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this very YouTube channel. You can also support the channel, PetersonTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget the old book, where if I can find it, the Barnes & Noble exclusive hardcover edition, Amazon for the soft cover. It is the WWE Complete Guide to Jakks Classic Superstars by yours truly. Almost 700 pages of content right here. Who did we open up to? Kevin Nash, Shawn Michaels, right there. That's who we opened to right there. But it is basically like a complete textbook here. And I am going to start teaching a class on the Jakks Class Superstars series at the local community college. Recommend everybody to be a part of that. That should be fun. We'll see. We'll see. But there it is. And if you want an autographed copy, hit me up, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Todd Pettingill, Mark Sterling, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.